Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Terry if you're new here. I really do appreciate you stopping by. So you probably clicked into this video because you're planning a Walt Disney World vacation and you're thinking you want to spend a couple of the days maybe not going to the parks, and you're wondering what to do at Walt Disney World besides going to the parks. Well, lucky for you, there is a ton of stuff to do at Disney, whether you're going to the parks or not. So I thought I would share with you the best things to do for a Walt Disney World resort day. Alright, so number one on my list, whether you're going to the parks or not, you're gonna wanna make use of Disney transportation because it's free and it has so many possibilities of where it can take you in Walt Disney World. So if you're not going to the parks and you want to make use of a kind of Disney attraction, you're gonna wanna go and take a ride on the Skyliner or the monorail. Now, of course, the monorail, you might not be able to if you're not staying at a hotel with the monorail, but if you are, it is a great way to check out some of the resorts as well as the Skyliner. It's so fun to see Disney World from that perspective and that vantage point. Even if you're not at a place where the Skyliner or the monorail is, you can definitely get there with Disney transportation so easily, and you can have your little Disney attraction moment if you're missing out on that. Now the next one really connects that. So if you're taking the Skyliner or the monorail or even Disney transportation, like the buses in general, you're gonna wanna also resort hop. Now you can spend your whole trip resort hopping and checking out all the resorts. There are so many resorts at Walt Disney World, and a lot of them have so many fun things to do. Like one that I'd never been to before until this last trip that me and my husband went on. We went to Disney's Art of Animation, and the Cars area is like its own little land, I felt like. You can see all the cars from Disney's Cars movie, and there's lifelike structures, huge structures, and it's all themed. And honestly, if you're taking your kid to Walt Disney World and you can't afford the park the whole time, take them there. They'll have a ball. Like, they'll enjoy it almost just as much because it's so themed and beautiful. That's just one of the resorts. There are so many and so many things to see and do at the resorts that is definitely one on my list. And the third thing is just a bunch of things that actually kind of tie into resort hopping. A lot of the things that Anthony and I got up to were the little activities they have at the resort. We stayed at the Contemporary first, specifically Bay Lake Tower, and then we went to Riviera Resort. And the Contemporary, like a lot of the resorts, have a lot of little activities like foosball and ping pong, and volleyball is at the Contemporary, like beach volleyball. So super fun. They have a tennis court as well. We played a lot of tennis. We played a lot of ping pong. There's even chess games, and what am I missing? There's bocce ball at the Riviera Resort that you can play. Like, you can just resort hop, and there's definitely going to be at least one of these kind of games set up that you can play. Totally free. You just grab the ball that's sitting there and play foosball or ping pong or whatever you want, as long as, you give others a chance as well. So that was super fun. Like, we could play ping pong for hours and not get tired of it. And next up, also at some of the resorts we stayed, were like rentals. So you can rent a pontoon at the Contemporary and you can take it out on Seven Seas Lagoon. I'm not sure, it was quite pricey. We didn't actually do this. Just like the Contemporary, you can grab boats and fishing rentals here at the Bayside Marina. They used to also have pedal boats that you could take out there. They don't anymore, but I think they might be bringing it back, says a cast member that was working there. There's also swan pedal boats at the Swan and Dolphin that we noticed. So if you're looking to take a boat on the water, that's a super great way to do it, and a fun activity for your resort day. My battery's dying, let me just. All right, battery's changed, we're good to go. So the next thing on my list is also a rental, and it's the Surrey bike rentals that you may or may not be familiar with. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. These were super fun. When I was a kid, I always asked my parents when we went to Disney if we could do this because it looks so cool and so fun. It is kind of a lot of work to pedal your way through, but they are super fun. I think there's a 2-person one and a 4-person one, and you can get them at a bunch of different resorts. I believe definitely the Boardwalk, as well as Port Orleans, and there's also opportunity at Old Key West and Saratoga Springs for these rentals. They do have specific hours, which we learned from our mistakes on this most recent trip that me and Anthony took. They're available Wednesday through Sunday. So if you're looking to take advantage of that, definitely recommend as a child, and I hope to do it the next time we're there. It's so fun, especially if you're exploring the resort. Like, it's just a great way to take it out and explore more of the resort that you're renting it from. And you can even just rent a regular bike, I believe, at Fort Wilderness, and as well as some of the other resorts. I know Boardwalk does not have them. Some other resorts, I'll list them on the screen, have just regular bike rentals if you want to take them out and do some exploring that way. All right, next is a simple, probably obvious one, is just have a pool day. Whether you're staying at Walt Disney World Resort, I'm sure that your resort has a pool. A lot of the Disney ones are super fun. They usually have a slide. Sometimes they even have more than one pool at the resort, so you can make use of different ones. There's another little activity that you could do, but sometimes it's a little tricky, and that's pool hopping. Me and my family used to do this a lot on our non-Disney park day, is we would go to a different resort and just swim in their pool. Now, you can't do this at some pools. Definitely not Yacht and Beach Club. A lot of the DVC ones, you have to tap your magic band at the gate, or, you know, slip in with somebody else who's staying there. But otherwise you can't go to the pool unless you're a resort guest. But some of them, they don't have this. You can just turn the handle, walk in, you're good. So hit or miss, but also super fun when checking out the resorts. You can check out a different pool and a different slide. All of them so unique, so fun. I'm a child at heart, can't you see? The next option's also maybe a given, and that's going to Disney Springs. If you're not familiar with Disney Springs, it's basically what used to be known as Downtown Disney, and it's just the shopping, dining, kind of nighttime scene that you can explore. It's free to go to. It's not like a regular park where you have to pay to get in. So you can go and shop or dine. There's even a movie theater that you can go to. So lots of opportunities there for a whole day. Usually that was the day that we'd arrive when we'd fly into Disney, and we'd always get the really early morning flight, and we would be too tired to go to the parks, so we'd always spend the day at Disney Springs and or the pool. And last but not least, this is something that I had never done before at Disney, but there's two really great spots for mini golfing. So Fantasia Gardens is the mini petting place at Swan and Dolphin, and there's another one near Blizzard Beach that's, I think it's called Winter Summerland, and each of them has two different courses that you can take part in, both separate. You have to pay for them separately. We did the summer one at Winter Summerland. We didn't do the winter one, so that's on our Disney bucket list for next time. And we also did the fairways at Fantasia Gardens. We didn't do, I don't even know what the other one's called, but we didn't do that one, and so we'll definitely have to do those in the future. So those are all the things that we did, and I had on my list and in my brain of some of the best things to do at Disney besides going to the parks. If you have any that came to mind that I missed, I definitely want to hear about them, especially when I'm planning my next Disney vacation. I would love to have them on my list, so leave a comment down below, or leave a comment down below with your favorite thing to do at Disney other than going to the parks. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.